Apparently, the internet believes that once we women turn 50, we should not be wearing leggings in public, and especially at the airport. It's truly one of the most controversial fashion subjects you can bring up, right along with whether or not women over 50 should wear shorts or bikinis. And I think by now most of you know how I feel about that. So whether you are a leggings lover or a leggings hater, I do think you might find some cool ideas on how to style a comfortable travel day outfit, especially for those very, very long air travel days in today's video. Let's go. Hey y'all, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I am Christy, the Genx Gypsy, and on this channel I like to share tips and advice on how to make travel more fun and less stressful for those of us over 50. And personally, I love putting together these travel style videos, especially when it comes to fashion ideas that people have conflicted opinions about. I think the most important secret to wearing leggings over 50 is to pick the right pair of leggings. And I think that I have found the perfect legging for travel. The Duluth trading company Noga Natural legging. They spell it with an E on the end of natural, but I'm going to go with natural. They are a little bit thicker than your regular athletic leggings, which helps to smooth out those lumps and bumps that you might want to smooth over. And the wide waistband helps to mitigate that muffin top that sometimes we get when we wear leggings. I also love that they have two side deep pockets that you can use to put your cell phone and your passport in if you need to access them when you are going through airport security. However, to be completely transparent, there are a couple of drawbacks to these particular leggings. The first is that there are limited color options. As you see here, I'm modeling in the black and what they call grizzly color. It's like a brown green, and those are pretty much the only colors they have available in this style. And it is one of the only Noga styles that comes in one length in a regular size. A lot of the other Noga styles do come in plus sizes, and they have multiple inseam lengths, so it is a little bit more limited in what the size availability is for these particular leggings. They do only come in a 28-inch inseam. In addition to these particular leggings, I am going to link to a few of the other Noga options for those of you that either don't like the slimline legging look or you want to explore other size availability. I honestly think that any of the other Noga pant options could be used for these 7 different travel outfit ideas that I am sharing today. Before we keep going, I do want to talk a little bit about today's sponsor, FLYKITT. One thing that we don't talk about enough, especially as women in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, is how hard flying hits our bodies. The pressure changes, low oxygen, and long hours of sitting all trigger inflammation. And that inflammation just seems to get louder in our bodies as we get older. I was first introduced to FLYKITT this past summer before I flew internationally between North Carolina and Portugal. I used their international flight system on those long haul flights, both going and coming back. And boy, the difference in how I felt when I landed. I was less swollen, less achy, and best of all, I got so much better sleep. It really surprised me. FLYKITT is based on research originally done with Navy SEALs and fighter pilots, and it addresses something that most of us don't realize is happening when we fly. Rapid pressure changes and low oxygen levels disrupt recovery, sleep, and our overall circadian rhythm. That is why we always feel so incredibly rough after we've been flying long distances. Because of how well the international kit worked for me, I'm now using FLYKITT's domestic flight system for my US travel, especially on long travel days and red-eye flights, like when I fly back and forth between Oregon and North Carolina to visit the kiddo. Anything that helps me arrive feeling more like myself and not like I need to have 2 to 3 days to recover is going to be a yes for me. If you would like to try FLYKITT out for yourself, go to flykitt.com and use promo code GenXGypsy15 to get 15% off and let them know that I sent you. It really does help this channel out. I'll also have the link and the discount code in the description and the first pinned comment below. Now, let's check out these fun travel day outfits I've put together for you. Most of these are going to be pretty casual. There are a few that might lean a little more business aesthetic, I guess. Casual business aesthetic for sure. So this first outfit, I'm wearing the ruched tank top, one of my favorites, a light brown kind of khaki colored cashmere sweater from Quince, and it's so cozy. And then I have on my Sorel boots, very thin, it's a silk cashmere blend zebra scarf that's also from Quince, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite scarves. I threw on top of this my barn jacket that I just got this fall. It's just been a nice casual addition to, you know, if you want something a little bit dressier than a puffy jacket, but you don't want to be quite as conservative as a trench coat, the barn jacket is really a good option. Here I have my Love Vook tote bag, the imitation leather Love Vook tote bag that I haven't used on a flight yet, but I have been using it around town, and I do like the size of it. I can put my laptop in there. It's just, it holds a lot of stuff. But anyway, that kind of completes the look for your travel day. Super comfortable. You can take the cashmere sweater off. The scarf can be used to keep you warmer if you need to. Just a great overall casual but classy looking outfit. This next outfit is way more casual. This is definitely for those of you that, I think this would be a fantastic like red eye outfit, especially in the wintertime. I am starting off with a cotton cashmere V-neck sweater, and it's a tank top sweater from Quince. And then I've put on a flannel plaid shirt that I had surprisingly got 2 of these from Walmart this year, and they are so cozy. I've been wearing them so much this winter time. I put that over the tank top. Again, layers are key. I've added the Quince silk cashmere brown scarf and some brown sneakers. And then I threw on my puffer jacket. You can use the puffer jacket to make a pillow for your overnight flight if you want to. You can also roll it up and use it to support your back when you are flying for extra support, because we all know how uncomfortable those airplane seats have gotten. So another really casual but fun outfit. Maybe not as classy as some of the other ones that I'm showing today, but very, very comfortable, and you're still not looking like you're going to a gym or wearing your pajamas to the airport. The third outfit is a little more professional looking for those of you that do need to travel long distances for business still. And I am wearing a navy tank, and then I have topped it with this navy blazer. The navy blazer is also from Quince. It's that scuba material, and it's got like a mandarin style collar. I like the way it fits. I've got really broad shoulders, and I don't wear blazers most of the time because I cannot find blazers that fit, that aren't too tight. But with this material, it's got a little bit of stretch to it. And the style is, I think, very slimming, the way that the jacket is cut, and the fact that the jacket doesn't have lapels. It's just got that mandarin collar. I really, really like that style. So I added this yellow scarf around my neck, and then I'm wearing the Vivea loafers that you guys have seen before. Super, super comfortable. A great comfortable airplane outfit, but you still look pretty classy. Outfit number 4 is pretty basic, but it's another one that could go either direction. I think it's classier than the more casual outfits, but definitely not quite as dressy as the last outfit that I showed. And this is just a simple black scoop neck long sleeve t-shirt that I've got tucked into the leggings. And then I've put on my short trench coat. I just think a trench coat adds just another layer of class to an outfit. So this is a fun short trench coat, which is pretty fashionable right now, that I've been wearing quite a bit this fall. And I added that with the Quince driving loafers. Like I said, it is a very, very simple outfit. And then I've put on a scarf to add a little, well, you want a scarf to use on the airplane if you need that extra warmth. And you can use it as like a blanket or a pillow. Scarves are just so functional. I love taking scarves on planes. It's one of my most used accessories when I fly. So anytime you can add a scarf, especially a long big scarf, to a travel day outfit, I think it's a win. Now this outfit is more for if you are traveling somewhere where it is going to be really cold and you want to have some very warm layers on when you arrive, or you think that the airplane is, this one you might get in trouble if the airplane is really hot, because it's a little bit more challenging to take off the layers and put the layers back on. But if you are traveling somewhere where it's going to be super cold when you get off the plane, it might not be a bad outfit to wear. With this one, I've put on my black featherweight cashmere sweater with the leggings. And then I've layered a plaid dress over that. And this J. Crew dress I've had for years. I've probably had this dress for almost 15 years. But I will have something linked below that is very similar to it that I have found. It is so, so comfortable. And it's just kind of fun to wear a dress over leggings sometimes. And then I've put on my black fuzzy sorel boots, which if you've seen my travel vlogs, I wore those over in the Nordic countries all last winter. I wore those almost every day. They were so, so comfortable. And they look super cute with a pair of leggings. And lastly, of course, I put on my puffy jacket. Now, you would probably want to add a hat and maybe an infinity scarf to this outfit as well. It was 65 degrees when I was filming this video, so I was pretty sweaty by the time I even got to this point. But feel free to add more accessories. They're probably needed if you're going somewhere really cold. This outfit is another that's sort of in between professional and casual. It's sort of a nod to the Ralph Lauren trend that is going around. I put on just a plain white t-shirt, and you could leave the t-shirt out if you feel like the chambray shirt is going to be enough. I was going for layered looks for this whole video, so this is why I started with the t-shirt, just in case you get on that plane and it is super hot and you want to take all the layers off. And then I layered a chambray shirt, my chambray shirt on top. Then I added the blazer that you saw before in a previous outfit. The chambray shirt, at first I had it untucked because I was kind of looking for that casual, like model off-duty, whatever look. But I don't know that I particularly liked that look, so I did tuck the shirt in, and I think it looks a little neater that way. And then I added this really pretty red scarf to give a pop of color. And then just my comfy sorel boots. The chunky sorel boots are sort of give a different look to this outfit. If you wanted to stay more professional, you could always put on a pair of loafers with this, and that would definitely make it look more professional. For the last outfit, this is another relatively simple but classy looking outfit. I've just got on this olive colored tank top, and then I've layered on this V-neck cream cardigan sweater. It is another Quince sweater. I do have a lot of stuff from Quince in this video. It is not sponsored by Quince. Quince just is, they've got great products. I love the styling of many of their items, and it's just very classic pieces that you know you're going to be able to use over and over again for years to come. Like this cardigan that I've had for a few years. So I've got the olive tank top, the cream cardigan, and then I've put the long trench coat on, and I've got the brown sneakers. Super simple, but very classy. Comfortable enough that if you need to sleep, if you're traveling overnight and you need to sleep in the outfit, it feels great. You feel like you've got on pajamas, but then when you get off the plane, you look classy and you could go right into doing something else. To make it easier for you to find any items that you might be interested in, I have put the links for each outfit individually below in the description and the first pinned comment. I am curious if you have a favorite outfit out of the ones that I showed today, or do you have a go-to travel leggings outfit that you like to wear? I'd love to hear about it. And if you're looking for some other fun ways to level up your travel outfits, check out this video next. Also, don't forget to go check out FLYKITT.com if you are interested in feeling a little bit better when you get off of your next flight, your really long flight, and use that code Genx Gypsy 15 to get 15% off. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.